I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate challenge 2, color replace. I think you're going to like this one. This is kind of a fun one. So you're basically going to find an image. I did a car for mine, but it doesn't have to be, and replace the colors. So you're going to be creating something similar to this, where you have a car and you're going to make it 4 different colors or whatever you happen to have. Okay. So open Pixlr. I would say find an image of a single object. I think that would make it much easier, and try to choose one with either a solid or transparent background. Just don't choose a black or white image, because that doesn't work with what we're doing here today. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open Pixlr first. And I'm just going to do a create new. I should have had it opened already. Sorry about that. You know what? I have to check all my Pixlr links. They're wrong. Okay, let me go Pixlr. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to type in red car and find an image of a red car. Now, here's the trick in case you don't know this. When you are searching and you want to get an image that has a transparent background, okay, as soon as it loads, I will show you the little trick. Go to Tools over here in Google. Okay, and then you have right here things that you can filter by. If you go to color, you can filter and you only will see images that have a transparent background. So that's a really helpful tip. Because if you don't find an image with a transparent background, once you go back into Pixlr, you're going to have to take an extra step and remove the background. So it's up to you, but this will save you a step. Okay, so find an image. Okay, so I'm just going to click on a car, and I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste it into Pixlr. So right click, copy image. I'm going to go back to Pixlr. I'm going to create new, full HD, create, and I'm going to Control V to paste. I don't know why it came out so little. And you know what? Something's wrong, because this did not happen to me the last time I did it. So let's try this again. Oh, I think I didn't wait for it to load. Copy image. Let's do a Control V. That's better. Okay. So you're going to want to shrink. You're going to need 4 on your page. So you're going to want to shrink it to about maybe 1/4 of the size of your page, so that you can easily fit 4 on the page. If you have a background, you need to remove that background. Okay. So before you go any further, remove the background. Okay, so once you have it sized to your liking, you're going to duplicate your layer. So I'm going to go over here and click the 3 dots. I'm going to duplicate my layer. I'm going to drag my layers so it's next to it. And then this kind of shows me that I might have made my car a little bit big. So actually what I'm going to do is delete this layer. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Now I'm going to duplicate again. Okay, now when I drag over, okay, that works. Okay, and then I'm going to duplicate 2 more. So I have 1 in each corner. So I'm just going to duplicate. I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to drag 1 down to the bottom left. I'm going to drag 1 down to, that's the bottom right, and 1 down to the bottom left. And then I'm actually going to name my layers just so I know what they are. So this one is my top left. So I'm going to click my 3 little dots, and I'm just going to call it top left. We'll name this one top right. We'll name this one bottom left. And finally, I'll name the other one bottom right. This way, at least I know which ones they are. Okay, so if I go back to the instructions, we have done steps 1, 2, 3. Oh, we didn't make a background layer white. Let's do that. It'll make the cars show up easier, or whatever it is you have show up better. So I'm going to go down to my layer 1. If you don't have a layer 1, if you only have your images and no layer 1, just click the plus sign here and just insert an empty layer, and then just drag it to the bottom. But layer 1, I want a background to be white. So I need to go down here and change my color to white and click OK. I'm going to use my paint bucket, and I'm going to click on the background. Now, if it ends up where yours is like this, that just means that your background layer is above your images. So just drag it to the bottom, and then it will show up as your background. Whoops, that didn't work, did it? There we go. Okay, like that. Okay, so we did step 4, we did step 5, we did 6. Okay, 7 says zoom in so we can only see one of the objects, and then we're going to use the color replace tool. So let me go ahead, and I'm just going to zoom in. I'm going to move my mouse over, zoom in more. I'm going to move my mouse over. Let's see, I'm going to move up here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, zoom in a tiny bit more. I just want to see the one car. Okay, so we're going to change the color of the car. Now we're going to use the tool on the toolbar right here called Color Replace. Okay, so basically you're going to click on the Color Replace and notice the pop-up says it changes one color in an area to another by drawing over it. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go to my color selector at the bottom and I'm going to choose a color. So let's say I want it to be blue. Okay, so you can choose whatever shade, whatever color you want. Click OK. And whatever color you hold your mouse down on first will be the color that gets replaced. So as long as I hold my mouse over the red, I can start coloring. Whoops, make sure you're on the right layer, you guys. I am on the wrong layer. Make sure you're on the right layer. Now, notice that I'm on my top left layer, okay? Now I can hold down my mouse on the red. I can start coloring and it's gonna be blue. And anywhere I go, I can go on the white, I can go on the black. It's not gonna color anything red, or it's not gonna color anything blue except for the red because I started on the red. Here's the trick though. If I let go of my mouse and then I start coloring again, okay, look what it does. It leaves that little line in there because it can't figure out what exactly I was trying to do. So don't pick up your mouse, okay? Once you start coloring, color the whole thing. You can adjust your brush size there at the top of the toolbar too. If you, I probably had too small of a brush size, and it's going to take me a little while to do all this. So maybe before I start my next car, I will adjust my brush size. Now, a couple things I want to point out also. Okay, so I do the whole car, but if you notice within the tires, if you look inside the wheels or the tires, there is red in the tires. So it's completely up to you, but because it's red, if you want it to be blue, you can go ahead and just go over the tire, that red part in the tires, and that'll turn blue as well, see? Or if you don't, like the back tire here, if I didn't want to do the back tire, I just don't have to go over that part of the tire. So it's up to you, but that's basically what you would do. And then you just continue on with your next one. So I just scrolled over. I'm now in the top right. So make sure you choose top right. I'm just going to go to, I'm actually going to turn off the color picker. I don't know if I have to or not. I just feel more comfortable doing that. And then I click it again. And then I go down here and I choose a color. So let's say I want to do something in the pink range or purple. Maybe I'll do a purple car. Click OK. I'm going to increase my brush size. I'm just going to go a little crazy here. And then I can just remember start on color. So in this case, I started on red. I went ahead and did the tires. And that's basically it. So then I have that one done. I'm not sure about that color, but whatever. It's beautiful, right? And then I would go down to these two in the bottom and I would do the exact same thing so that I have 4 different colors, okay? Once you have 4 different colors, save, download, submit it, and I think that's about it. So we are done. Yeah, that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, good luck and have fun with this one.